Welcome back to the Triton Nation Network. We have Iowa Central women's basketball and Iowa Central men's basketball for you today. We're the double header. And to start it off, Iowa Central goes up 2-0. For the starters for Iowa Central, we have Cross, Cummings, Eggbright, Hall, and West. And the starters for DMACC, we have Gatton, Mina, McKinley, Leesmeyer, and Courtney. DMACC coming in is 8-9 and 2-3 in conference overall, as your Tritons are 11-7 and 3-2 in conference. This is the first meeting of the year between the two teams, as they will face again in Boone. This is a conference team.
Yeah, one of the premier conference teams in all of the Iowa conferences.
West with a nice bucket underneath, brings the score 4-0 for the Tritons early. Gatton up top for the Bears. Rebound brought to you, bound by number 20 for the Tritons. That is Eggbright. Cummings bringing it up. Gets it to Hall. Hall into Cross. Cross with a little jumper in the paint. Banks it off the glass, and that is 2 more points to the Tritons. Brings it 6-0. Brings their total up to 4.
Yeah, a really fast start there for the Tritons. Just hoping they can keep that up, because DMACC, it looks like they got some size to compete with Iowa Central size as well, so that could be an interesting matchup down low.
Yeah, Courtney for DMACC does stand very low down in the post. She is a 6'1" freshman. DMACC with the early steal. Cummings gets it right back. Cummings gets it back up to Cross. Cross is bringing it up the court. Cross looking to drive in. Kicks it out to West. West driving in. Kicks it out to Hall in the corner here. Up to Eggbright. Eggbright trying to shoot. Hall brings it in. Pulls up from the Eggbright with the rebound. Eggbright going back up with it, just off the glass, and that is Courtney with the rebound for DMACC.
Good one dribble move there by Aaliyah Hall. Just couldn't get it through, and then Iowa Central gets the rebound, just not able to convert on that last play.
Now the Tritons do come in averaging 68 points a game to DMACC's 67 points a game. The leading scorer for Iowa Central is Isabel West, scoring 12.5 a game. She is shooting 47% from the field and 34% from three, as Riley Gatton, number 1, looks to lead their team. As she looks like the point guard out there, looks to be the main ball handler, as she averages 11.5 a game, 41.7% from the field and 32% from three. DMACC on the inbound line. Gets it over to 24. That is McKinley for DMACC as she drives in, right off the rim. Hall with the rebound. Cummings bringing it up.
Annie Cummings is a really good shooter. She's very deadly from three, so that could be she could be the X factor here today, just because of her 3-point shooting.
She's made 33 threes on the season so far, taking almost 100 attempts. Her three just off right there, and you see Courtney with the rebound. Her size really getting good down low there. Asia Mina looking to make something happen here. Gets it to Riley Gatton. Gatton driving in, pulls up. I think they're going to get a shooting foul right there called. Oh, maybe it wasn't a shooting foul. They're going to call it just a common foul. DMACC will inbound it on the baseline down there. Number 3 for DMACC, that is Asia Mina in there on the inbound. She gets it to Gatton. Gatton looks, fires a 3. Rims in and out. West with the rebound. West gets it into number 12. Excuse me, number 9. That is number 2 for the Tritons that just checked in. That is Stewart. West with the drive, just off of the back rim.
Yeah, a lot of early missed buckets down low, so that could play a big factor as well. There's a nice steal there.
Yeah, but she was out of bounds, so we'll be going DMACC's way still. It is 6-2 right now for the Tritons over DMACC. Again, this is a conference game. Iowa Central is 3-2 in the conference, and DMACC is 2-3 in conference. Number 33 inbounding the ball for DMACC. That is Taylor Leesmeyer, right here from Fort Dodge, Iowa. And they're going to get a reach-in call here on number 2 for the Tritons. That is Stewart. Leesmeyer to inbound the ball again. Checking in for DMACC, we have number 42. That is Reagan Brewster. Mina looking to make something happen. Kicks it over to Brewster. Brewster to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer looking to make something happen again. Mina at the top of the key here. Gets it to Gatton. Gatton looking to make something happen. At the end of the shot clock, just kind of chucked that up there. It will be a shot clock violation. The Tritons will get the ball back.
Yeah, great defense there on that possession for Iowa Central. They're kind of in a man defense, so let's see how this man defense works.
Yeah, they're kind of in like a little bit of a zone, but just to get them over.
Yeah.
Trying to look to the trap. Stewart with the top of the ball here on the key. Leesmeyer with the steal, looking to make something happen. She drives in, pulls up, just off the back iron. Rebound by Brewster. Brewster gets this to Mina. The three is off for Bears right there. Cross bringing it down the court. Cross looking to make something happen, and her layup goes. Brings her total to 6 points. It is 8-2 for the Tritons.
Yeah, great ball handling there by Cross. She's probably one of the best ball handlers on this team, and she uses it right there.
She is a sophomore too, so a lot of experience out there at one of the guard positions for the Tritons. Cross just averaging 8.3 points a game right now for the Tritons. The three is up, and it connects, rattles in. For DMACC, it is now 8-5. That basket coming by number 24 for DMACC. That is McKinley. Stewart to Stewart there. Tritons with the three, just rims in and out. Cross with the rebound. Number 1.
He's been all
a little bit. She does come in averaging 11.5 for the Bears. As we are set to start the second quarter, on the court right now for the Tritons is Cross, Engbright, Hall, and Collins, and along with Cummings. On the court for DMACC, we got Mina, McKinney, we got Gatton, Courtney, and it looks like number 33 is the last one out there. That is Leesmeyer. Courtney with the bucket. They're down low for the Bears, brings the score to 21-16. Engbright bringing the ball up. Kicks it back to Cummings. Cummings just getting it past the half-court line. Engbright right there getting trapped. Takes it to the corner, drives in for the layup. Has nowhere to go, kicked it to Cross. Cross looking to make something happen. Kicked it to Hall. We do have a foul called.
Yeah, I believe a Cross elbowed number 3 Evans right in the side of the face there.
Engbright with the inbound here. Gets it to Cross on kind of a wild pass there. Cross to Cummings. Cummings looking to set up some offense here. Collins sets the screen for Cummings. Cummings driving in. Almost traveled. Hall with the kind of late shot clock jumper there. Gets off the front iron. Leesmeyer for the Bears with the ball right now.
Yeah,
gets it to Mina. Back to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer with the three. Misses everything. Hall able to get the rebound. Hall back to Cross. Cross bringing it up the court here.
Yeah, it looks like DMACC's going to back off in the press for this possession.
Engbright to Cummings.
Cummings
almost got it stolen away. Cross driving in. Cross being very aggressive so far, brings her total to 10 points right now. She looks very good on the drive. She has drove it, I think, for all of her buckets. She's not a very good three-point shooter. She doesn't shoot a lot from out there, but brings her total to 10 points right now and extends the Triton lead 23-16.
Yep.
McKinney driving in, kicks it to Gatton. Gatton looking for her first bucket.
And that's going to be blocked.
And blocked out of bounds by Hall there.
What's helped Iowa Central win a lot of their games so far this season is their height down low. You got Isabel West, you got Aaliyah Hall, the dynamic duo down low. So
both are over 6 foot.
Yep.
So we've got a timeout here by DMACC. Tritons are up 7 right now, 23-16. What are some good things from the Tritons you're seeing so far, Clay?
Yeah, they just, just kind of been playing really well down on the. They're starting to play a little bit better on the offensive side, and then down low, on the defensive side, been playing very well. So on both sides, they've been playing really well on down the post.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job on Gotten for DMACC. She does only have 2 points and a foul, so coming in, she's the leading scorer for DMACC. So you kind of want to shut her down, but she is the off guard there at the 2 for DMACC.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see if Iowa Central can figure out a way to break the DMACC's press and see what that happens.
Mina with the inbound here. Lobs it up to Courtney. Courtney to Gotten. Gotten looking to make something happen. Gotten a cross-course pass there to number 0. 0 gets it back to Mina. Mina pulls up at the end of the shot clock. West with the rebound. Gets it to Cummings. Cummings bringing it up. Gets it to Hall. Hall loses it off her leg out of bounds, and it will be DMACC's ball. Mina bringing it up for the Bears. Kicks it to McKinley. McKinley over to Evans. Evans throws it away there and gets it to Cummings. Cummings bringing it up the court. Gotten and Engbright run into each other, and Engbright looks to be down on the floor right now.
Yeah, it looks like she took a little elbow to the face or something to the face.
She is holding her face. The trainer is going to come out and look at her. While we got a timeout here. Cross is going to check in for Engbright right now. Right now on the court for DMACC, we have Jackson, Cross, Cummings, Hall, and West. They just got Engbright up. Looks to be something with her ankle. She's not putting much pressure on her left ankle there. She is going to get helped back to the locker room. We hope a speedy recovery and everything will be okay for her.
Yeah, Jordan Engbright, she's been one of the most improved players on this squad because when she first started the season, she was kind of on the bench, coming in and getting a few minutes, but now she's entered herself into the starting lineup, so she's been definitely most improved player on this team so far.
You like to see the hard work here. Just under 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter. The score is 23-16 for the Tritons right now. Again, Jackson, Cummings, Cross, West, and Hall are all on the court for the Tritons right now. West kicks it to Jackson. Jackson to Cross. Getting a little tough there. Gotten steals it away. Gotten going coast to coast. Gets the layup to go. Brings her total to 4 points. And cuts into the Triton lead. It is now 23-18. Jackson looking for somewhere to go. Jackson gets it to Cummings. Cummings coming up. Cummings getting trapped there in the corner. Gets it to Cross. Cross to Jackson. Jackson with the 3 just off the back iron. Gotten with a tough rebound. Bringing it up for the Bears.
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed about DMACC's press is that the player up on the top of the key is always the person that doubles the person with the ball.
Starts the trap.
Yep. So
Mina with the good rebound. Kicks it over to Evans. Evans to McKinley. McKinley driving in. Good defense by the Tritons. McKinley throws up a shot. And Jackson comes away with the rebound. It will be deflected out of bounds off of DMACC. Iowa Central calling a timeout here. 30-second timeout for the Tritons. Coach doesn't seem very happy about them not being able to get the ball up on the press here. Probably going to draw something up to help them get it up.
Yeah, definitely. Before you hit half court, you definitely got to pass the ball. And, you just got to keep passing it back and forth till you get over that line, and then you just got to keep your eyes always open. Don't worry about the defenders. You just got to worry about finding your wide open teammate because there's always going to be somebody open on a double team.
DMACC does look like they are very good in this press. They kind of run a press until they get past half court, and it looks like into their run. They're trying to trap the ball handler for the Tritons and just running kind of a zone from there on out. Again, on the court right now for the Tritons is Cross, Cummings, Jackson, Hall, and West. And then for the Bears, you have McKinney, Mina, Courtney, Gotten, and Evans. West gets it to Cummings, Cummings to Jackson. Jackson all the way over to West, West back to Cummings, Cummings into Cross. Cross gets it to Hall, Hall with the little jump hook, rims in and out. West with the rebound, but her shot is off. The rebound will go to Courtney. Mina bringing it up for the Bears. Mina looking to make something happen, gets it to Gotten. Gotten driving in with the spin move, kind of loses it, kicks it to Evans. Evans with the three, and that will go down for the Bears. Bears cut into lead again. They're only down 23-21 right now.
Yeah, so far a very competitive game on both sides. The DMACC press has just been keeping them in this game throughout the whole time.
Cross looking to make something happen again, but they're going to say she traveled, and it will be a turnover going to the Bears. Checking in for DMACC is number 22. That is Katie Scott, and along with 33, that is Taylor Leesmeyer. Scott with the ball. Kicks it to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer to McKinley. McKinley driving in. Her layup will go, and the foul.
Yeah, just like that, DMACC has tied this game up.
That will be Cross's first foul. McKinley with the and one opportunity here. Off the front iron. But Leesmeyer with the rebound gets it to go with the little jumper right there in the paint. DMACC has regained the lead 25-23. Cross looking to make something happen. Gets it to West. West back to Cross. Cross over to Cummings. Cummings to Jackson. Jackson back to Cummings. Pass gets away from Jackson. Cummings goes down and gets it. It will be a backcourt violation. Stewart is checking back in for the Tritons. Scott with the inbound on the baseline down there for the Bears. Godwin with a tough layup. Collins with the rebound, gets it to Stewart. Stewart bringing it up. Stewart to Cummings. Cummings to Cross. Cummings, a nice backdoor there by West. She will get another basket, bringing her total to 8 points. Scott bringing it up for DMACC right now. Scott gets it to Gotten. Gotten to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer looking to drive in. Back to Gotten. Gotten with the three. It will connect again.
Yeah, DMACC offensively starting to find their rhythm and start to hit from three.
DMACC will regain the lead 28-25. Gotten looks to be getting going here. She had 2 points coming in. Brings her total up to 7 to lead the Bears right now. Cross to West. West will take the three, and she will connect again.
Yeah, people don't understand that about Isabel West. She has those two dimensions to her game. She can shoot the three, she's got guard-like skills, and she can play the post.
Courtney connecting down low there for the Bears. Bears regain the lead again, 30-28. West with the ball. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart into Cross. Cross looking to make something happen with the really aggressive layup, or acrobatic layup, you could say. Brings her total to 12 points, scoring 2 more, tying the game up at 30. Full timeout by DMACC will be called here. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second. Score is 30-30 right now. You got Cross leading the way for DMACC, for the Tritons, with 12. West with 11. And right now for the Bears, you have Gotten with 7. Do you think the Tritons are figuring out this press a little bit more here in the second?
Yeah, I think they are starting to figure it out, but they still got a little bit of ways to go. You know, I think it's going to take a half just to kind of figure it out, so that way you have more time to focus on it. But right now, I think they have to be more worried about their defensively now, because DMACC is starting to find their rhythm and they're starting to hit from three-point range.
Tritons have been being really aggressive down low, as most of their points have come from in the paint or inside the arc. But they have hit a couple threes here. DMACC really heating up from the three-point line this half in the second quarter. Coming out of the timeout on the court right now for the Tritons is Stewart, Cummings, Collins, Cross, and West. On the court for DMACC is McKinney, Scott, Gotten, Leesmeyer, and number 25, that is Mace. Scott gets in McKinley. McKinley fires the wide open three off the back iron. West with the rebound. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart is bringing up the court. Stewart gets it back to West. West driving in, sees an open lane. Gets up her shot just off the back iron with Cross getting another rebound. That goes off the front iron. Mace with the rebound. Gets it to Gotten. Stewart kind of a quicker guard. Doesn't surprise me they're putting her on Gotten right now, with Gotten really getting going from deep and scoring here for the DMACC. Mace loses it off her foot. They're going to call a jump ball here. Possession arrow will be with the Tritons. Hole checks in for Collins. Cummings set to inbound the ball for the Tritons. Stewart looking to set up the offense here. Gets it to West. West to Cummings. Cummings into Cross. Cross to Stewart. West with about 3 tries there. Gets the third one to go and will get a and one opportunity here, bringing her total up to 13. It is 32-30 right now for the Tritons.
Isabel West's size comes into play there. She's able to. She missed the first couple of shots, but she was able to come back down and rebound them, and then just ended up getting fouled and putting it back up for an and one.
Yeah, it was on another backdoor pass again. Tritons looking to have success with the backdoor here. West free throw will go. She has 14 right now for the Tritons. It is 33-30 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the half. Mason inbounding the ball, gets it to Scott. Scott bringing it up. Gets back to Mace. Mace to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer to Gotten. Gotten driving in. Gotten's layup is off. She gets her own rebound. Tries to get the foul, but goes to Cross. Cross going coast to coast. Kind of out of control there. She lost it off herself, and DMACC will inbound the ball. Engbright back in. You like to see her back in after she did go down with an ankle injury earlier. She comes in for Jackson. Hall loses it. Cummings will get called for the foul. Foul goes on Isabel West. It is her first foul. Evans checks back in for DMACC, and so does number 14. That is Shaw. Mace to inbound the ball here. Scott bringing the ball up for DMACC. Shaw over to Evans. Evans to Scott. Shaw making it look something happen. Gets it down low. That is stolen by West. West bringing it up. Kissick to Cummings. Cummings back to West. They're going to say West traveled down low. It will be another turnover for the Tritons. Brewster is also checked in for Courtney for DMACC. Evans over to Shaw. Shaw with the three off the front iron. Shaw getting her own rebound. They're going to get a foul called here. It will be Isabel West's first foul as Brewster goes to the free throw line. Brewster's a 75% free throw shooter. She gets her first one, cuts into the Tritons' lead 33-31. Brewster's second one is up, and that one also connects. Tritons are up 1 with 1:25 left. Cummings to inbound the ball. Cummings bringing the ball up the court. West to Cummings. Cummings to Engbright. Engbright back to Cummings. Cummings into Cross. Cross with a little pull-up jumper. Does not connect. Scott bringing it up to now for DMACC. Looking to go fast. She kicks it to Evans. Evans with the three-point bucket. Will not go. Cross with the rebound. Another turnover by the Tritons. Gets it to Evans.
Yeah, but great hustle there by Cross.
Evans to Scott. Scott does not connect. Cross with the rebound. Cross bringing it up the court. Cross to Cummings. Cummings to Engbright. Engbright back to Cummings. Cummings over to West. West to Cummings. Cummings to Engbright. Cummings with the three. Will not go off back iron. Collins gets the rebound. Tries to save it. Saves it into West. West to Engbright. Cummings looking to set up some offense here with just about 15 seconds left. Cross to Hall. Hall looks to get it to go, and it will fall for the Tritons. Tritons up 35-32 with 6 seconds left. Scott looking to go. Evans with the pull-up three off the front iron, and that will end it here. At halftime, your Tritons lead 35-32 over DMACC. Your leading scorer in the half was Isabel West with 14 points. Cross also chipped in 12. The leading scorer for DMACC was Gotten with 7 points. Clay, what are some good things you saw from the Tritons in the first half?
Oh, yeah, just a lot of great things. Just the way to end the half. Just defensively, they kind of slid off a little bit with allowing all of those three-pointers. But on defense, but offensively, DMACC didn't run the press a lot. But I bet coming out of this half, they're going to run it a lot more. So let's hope that they can break that press and see what they can do the second half.
A lot of good things for the Tritons in the first half, but there are some things to go over in the locker room here at halftime. We will be back with you in about 14 minutes here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to the second half of the Iowa Central women's basketball. Right now they are currently up 35-32 over the DMACC Bears. Right now the leading scorers for Iowa Central is Isabel West with 14 and Cross with 12. And Gotten leads the way for the Bears right now on the court for the Tritons. With the start of this third quarter is Hall, Engbright, West, Cross, and Cummings. DMACC still huddled up over there on the side on the bench with just 5 seconds left until we start. On the court for DMACC is McKinley, Mina, Gotten, Courtney, and Leesmeyer. McKinley with the ball right now, gets to Gotten. Gotten to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer looking for something to happen, gets it back to Gotten. DMACC with some good ball movement right now, gets it to Courtney. Courtney up the top to McKinley. McKinley looking to drive in. Leesmeyer looking to drive in again. Leesmeyer with the open layup. Off the rim. Hall with the rebound. Gets it to West. Up to Cummings. Cummings loses it a little bit. And it will go out of bounds off of Mina for the Bears. Mina looks to be hurt right now. Maybe rolled her ankle or stepped on somebody else. She will come off as Scott for DMACC will come onto the court. Isabel West to inbound the ball for the Tritons right here. She did have 14 in the first half for the Tritons. West gets it to Cummings. Cummings looking to set up the offense. Cummings back to Engbright. Engbright to Cummings. Cummings to West. West to Cummings. Cummings to Cross. Cross with the aggressive layup. They have no shot. They're going to get a shove called. There'll be Lesmeyer's first foul. West to inbound the ball for the Tritons. Gets it to Engbright, but the ball is tipped. Engbright with the hustle with Gotten for the ball. Engbright wins it. Engbright bringing it back up the court here. Gives it to Cummings. Cummings looking to set some offense up. Cummings to West. West across. Cross just got it off in time with the last second bucket there. Brings her total to 14 points. It is 37-32 for the Tritons. Gotten with the ball here. Gets it to Leesmeyer. To Scott. Scott to Gotten. Gotten driving in. Kicks it to Courtney. Courtney out to McKinley. Leesmeyer with the ball here. The top of the key gets it to McKinley. McKinley to Gotten. Gotten looking to drive in. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to get a 3 seconds called down low on the Bears. There will be a turnover. Iowa Central ball. Cummings bringing it up the court right now for the Tritons. Cummings to Engbright. Engbright to Cross. Cross to the top of the key here. Looking to drive in. Drives in. Kind of an aggressive layup, but she will get the foul called. Cross will go to the free throw line. On the season, Cross is a 55% free throw shooter. She will have 2 chances here to extend the lead. First one is up and rattles in off the backboard a couple times. Second free throw is up and is no good. They're going to get a hold on Isabel West down low. Will be her second foul. Scott bringing the ball up for DMACC. Scott gets it over to Courtney. Courtney to Gotten. Gotten looking to drive in. Gotten kicks it to McKinley. McKinley looking for somebody. Leesmeyer over to Scott. Scott driving in. Scott will get her layup to fall. Cuts into the Triton lead, 38-34. Cummings looking to set up the offense. Cummings gets it to Engbright. Engbright to Cross. Cross back to Cummings. Cummings over to West. West to Cummings. Hall in, down low. Will miss. Leesmeyer with the rebound, looking to slow things down as he's waiting for her teammates to get here. McKinley tries to set up for the three. McKinley kicks it to Gotten. Gotten will take the three, and it will just be off the back rim. Engbright with the rebound, bringing the ball up for the Tritons. Engbright to West. West to Engbright. Cross with the ball there. Cross tries to get it into West, but is stolen by Gotten. Gotten bringing it up on the far side of the court here for the Bears. Scott to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer pulls up. It will be off. Cross with the rebound, bringing it up the court, going coast to coast. A nice layup attempt will be off. Hall will hit it out of bounds, and it will be DMACC's ball. A platoon swap here for the Bears as Mace, Mina, Brewster, Gotten, and Brown are all on the court. Mina kicks it to Brown. Brown driving in. Brown over to Gotten. Gotten looking to drive in again. Beats her defender. And we'll get an and one opportunity there. It is 38-36. Again with the one-on-one opportunity here. Gatton converts the free throw. Cuts into the Triton lead, 38-37. Stewart checks in for the Tritons, replaces Cummings. Stewart brings it up, kicks it to Cross. Cross over to Engbright. Engbright back to Stewart. Stewart to Engbright. Engbright all the way over to West. West back to Stewart. Stewart to Cross. Cross looking to get another layup in, and she gets it to fall. Extends the lead 40-37 for the Tritons, and she is up to 17 points. Mena over to Mace. Mace to Brown. Gets it tipped away by Stewart, and it will go out of bounds off of Stewart. It will be DMACC ball. Brown to inbound the ball for DMACC. Mena with the ball. Looking to go to work. She kicks it to Brown. Brown all the way over to Gotten. Gatton has her shot deflected by Engbright. Stewart bringing it up. Oh, just off across his fingertips, but Cross gets it to West. West is off the back iron. The rebound will be by Mace, but Stewart steals it back and will be fouled. Stewart with 2 free throws coming up here. Excuse me, West, sorry. West coming in as a 63.8% free throw shooter on the season. She did hit both of her free throws earlier. Her first free throw is up, and it does go down. West's second free throw is off the back iron. It is rebounded by Engbright. Engbright over to West. West gets it to Stewart. Stewart gets it to Hall. Hall back to Stewart. Collins setting a screen for Stewart. Stewart looking to drive in, just off the backboard. Really good defense right there by DMACC, holding the Tritons on the shot clock violation, and will turn the ball over. Clay, what's some stuff you've seen coming out of the third quarter so far for Iowa Central?
Just a more complete team play. Just not a lot of trap been going on for DMACC. They've been playing Iowa Central's been playing really good, well on both sides of the ball.
Evans set to check in for the Bears, along with Cross is coming back in. We do have a foul on the floor. Will be on Jordan Engbright. That is her first foul. Mina set to inbound the ball for the Bears. Gets it to Evans. Evans shoots the three off the front iron. Rebound by McKinley. McKinley driving in, and she will be fouled. Aaliyah Hall just picked up her third foul. McKinley coming in as a 62% free throw shooter, and she gets that first one to rattle in. It is 41-38 for the Tritons. McKinney's second free throw is up and good as well. Brings her total to 7 points. DMACC running a full court press here. Cummings inbounds it to West. West back to Cummings. Cummings looking to bring it up. Cummings gets it to Stewart. Stewart gets it across the half court. Stewart looking to set up the offense here. Stewart with a nice crossover move, gets it to Collins, passes a little high, and it will be out of bounds off of Collins. DMACC ball.
Yeah, Stewart had the right idea there, just Jackson wasn't able to corral it on that play, so it just didn't work out.
Stewart playing nice aggressive defense on Mena there. Mena gets it to McKinley. McKinley to Evans. Leesmeyer with the ball, gets it back to McKinley. McKinley to Mena. Mena looking to make something happen late in the shot clock and gets it to fall. Will tie the game up at 41. West with the ball for the Tritons. They're going to get an offensive foul on West with the elbow.
Yeah, just kind of leaned. She just kind of leaned her elbow into Evans, and then just kind of draw the foul on her. But she had a mismatch there, and DMACC used it to their advantage, kind of draw the foul.
Tritons will call a 30-second timeout here as West picks up her third foul. Game is tied at 41 right now. Coming out of the timeout, we have Leesmeyer, McKinley, Evans, Mena, and Raymond on the floor for DMACC. And on the floor for the Tritons, we have West, Cummings, Collins, Cross, and Stewart. Leesmeyer inbounding the ball to Mena. Mena bringing it up the court for the Bears. Two really quick players right here on each other. Evans with the ball. Evans gets it to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer all the way over to McKinley. McKinley fires from deep. Will be off the front iron. Rebound by Cross. Cross is coming up the court, trying to go coast to coast again. Passes it to Collins. Collins with the layup, and she's fouled. She will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Collins coming in as a 32% free throw shooter for the Tritons on the season. Her first free throw is up, and it rattles in. Tritons will regain the lead here, 42-41. Second free throw is up, and it is just off. We're going to get Angbright with her second foul on the McKinley there. McKinley had the rebound. DMACC is in the bonus, so they will get a 1-and-1 opportunity here. Tritons are up 42-41. McKinley's first free throw is up and good. Ties it up at 42. Her second free throw is up and falls as well. DMACC reclaims the lead at 43-42. Cummings bringing the ball up, kicks it to Cross. Cross looking to slow down a little bit, gets it to Stewart. Stewart looking to set up the offense. Stewart gets it to Angbright. Angbright over to Cummings. Cummings to Cross. Cross to Stewart. Stewart into Collins. Collins with a nice layup and gets it to go. Tritons regain the lead, 44-43. Maynard bringing the ball up for DMACC. Raymond looking to drive in. Raymond gets her layup to fall. DMACC regains the lead, 45-44.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a chess battle going on here.
Really good first half, and we're in for it in the really good second half as well. Cross's layup is just off. Rebound by McKinley. Maynard bringing the ball up for DMACC. Maynard with a nice crossover. Gets it to Evans. Evans loses it a little bit. Maynard back to McKinley. McKinley fires from 3, and that rattles in. McKinley's total is now up to 12 points. Cummings almost loses it. Cummings to Stewart. Stewart looking to get a layup going, and it will fall. Iowa Central cutting into the DMACC lead here, 48-46. Mena going to work on Cross, kicks it to McKinley. McKinley driving in again. Her layup will fall. McKinley is having a really good third quarter. She's up to 14. 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Tritons are down 4. Stewart gets it to Collins. Collins' layup is just off. Cross with the offensive rebound. Gets it to go. Nothing goes for her. With another offensive rebound. Cross gets that one to fall on the second try. Brings her total to 19 points. It is 50-48 now for the Tritons.
Yeah,
for DMACC.
What a battle there down low. Cross is able to get the upper hand in that battle, and she's able to lay it in there for 2.
Mena bringing the ball up for DMACC. 42 seconds left here. Stewart with the steal. Stewart going coast to coast, and the layup will fall. It ties it up at 50.
Yeah, just like that, we're back tied again. Just been a chess match this entire third quarter.
Mena bringing the ball up. Guarded by Cummings. Mena looking to make something happen. McKinley driving in, and she's had success with that. Evans with the 3. It is just off. McKinley with the offensive board. Gets it to Raymond. Raymond with the 3. That is just off. Stewart with the rebound. Fighting down low. And we're going to get a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors the Tritons. Hull and West are checking back in for the Tritons here. As Scott and Gotten check in for the Bears. Cross looking to make something happen here. 4 seconds left. Gets it to Cummings. Cummings with the 3 at the last second. That is just off. Gatton with the rebound. And that will end the third quarter, 50-50. Clay, a really good third quarter. We should expect a lot in the fourth.
Yeah,
What did you see in the third quarter that really worked for the Tritons?
Tritons they just played overall a team basketball. You know, they were passing the ball, they were getting wide, they were getting good shots and just making them. And defensively, being more communicating. There's a good all-around basketball there for the Tritons.
Tritons have been getting to go down low all night. Not had to make or shoot many threes on the night, as we are tied at 50 going into the fourth quarter. Again, leading the way for the Tritons. Cross with 19, and West also has 15. And right now for the Bears, you have Gatton at 10, and then McKinley has 12. McKinley had a really good third quarter for DMACC. You know, I think coming into the quarter, she only had 5, so she doubles it there.
Yeah, I can tell you we're going to be in for a really good fourth quarter here.
On the court right now for the Tritons is Stewart, Hall, West, Cummings, and Cross. On the court for DMACC, we have Scott, Gatton, Courtney, Leesmeyer, and McKinley. Leesmeyer gets it to Scott. Gatton looking to make something happen. It's stolen away by Cummings, gets it to Stewart. Stewart looking to come up. Stewart going coast to coast with the layup. Her layup is off. The rebound is hauled in by Courtney. Courtney gets it to Scott. Scott looking to come up. Scott gets it over to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer for 3. Rattles in and out. Hall with the rebound. Stewart looking to set up the offense again here for the Tritons. Cummings to West. West to Stewart. Stewart down low to Hall. Hall with the reverse layup, and it falls.
What a move.
It's a really, really nice move by Hall there. Brings her total to 4 points. Tritons take the lead, 52-50. McKinley to Courtney. Courtney to Gatton. Gatton looking to drive in wide open on the paint.
Good help defense, though, there by West. Just able to get there in time and prevent that layup.
Gatton beat her defender, and West came over with the good help defense. Cross gets it to Stewart. Stewart back to Cross. Cross to Cummings. Cummings looks to shoot the 3. Gets it over to West. West looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart into Hall. Hall with the turnaround jumper. Just off the back iron. Gatton with the rebound. Gets it all the way over to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer back to Gatton. Gatton into Courtney. Courtney to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer with the 3. It is off the front iron. Cross with the rebound, looking to go coast to coast here. Has Stewart running with her. She gets it to Stewart. Stewart layup is up, and it falls. 54-50 right now. We have a full timeout by Iowa Central with just 8 minutes and 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clay, what have you seen for Iowa Central coming out here in the fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah, they came out with a lot of fire and a lot of spark. They were just able to play really well defensively and offensively, get a few buckets to get this 4-point lead.
It was tied coming in to the fourth at 50. Iowa Central's on a 4-0 run right now. Again, Cross has 19 for the Tritons. West with 15. And then McKinley has 14 for the DMACC. And Gatton has 10. There's just 8 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game right now. Iowa Central is up 54-50. Coming out of the timeout, we have Stewart, West, Cross, Cummings, and Hall on the court for the Tritons. And on the court for DMACC, we have McKinley, Evans, Scott, Mace, and Courtney. Scott looks to bring the ball up for the Bears. Scott to Evans. Evans with the 3. It does not connect. Hall with the rebound, gets it to Stewart. Stewart looking to come up quick. As she slows down, waits to set up the offense here. Gets it to Cross. Cross to Cummings. Cummings with the three. It does not hit. Mace with the rebound, gets it to Scott. Scott brings the ball up. Looks to drive in with the right-handed layup, and it does fall. It is now 52-54 for the Tritons. Cross on the far side, gets it to Stewart. Stewart back to Cummings. Cummings to West. West to Stewart. Stewart looking for somewhere to go with it, gets it back to West. West to Cross. Cross drives in, and she is fouled. She will go to the free throw line. Cross, a 55% free throw shooter on the season, is leading the way for the Tritons right now with 19 points. That is Mace's second foul. Mena will check back in for DMACC as she will replace McKinney. Cross's first free throw is up, and it is good. Second one is up. It's off the back iron, rebounded by Courtney. Courtney gets it to Shaw. Shaw looks to go coast to coast, kicks it to Mena. Mena drives in with an aggressive layup off the backboard. It will roll out of bounds, and it will be DMACC ball. Shaw with the three, just short. Gets her own rebound, gets it back to Scott. Scott to Mena. Mena back to Scott. Scott looking to make something happen here. She sets up the offense. Courtney sets the screen. Mena back to Shaw. Shaw gets it to Courtney. Mena with the late second shot clock, and she gets it to fall. West with the ball here, gets it to Cross. To Cummings. Cummings to Stewart. Stewart with the three. Gets that to fall. It is now 58-54 for the Tritons.
Yeah, what an answer there by Stewart, able to answer DMACC and just extend the lead back to 4.
Stewart's got a real quiet 9 points here for the Tritons. Mena to Shaw. Shaw with the three. It is no good. Cross with the rebound, looking to go coast to coast here. She takes her left-handed layup, and it just rims off. But Stewart with the rebound. Cummings looking to make something happen, kicks it out the hall. Stewart looking to set up the offense here. Just about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Cross. There is a foul on the floor. It will be on Mace. That is her third foul. Engbright checks back in for the Tritons. He replaces Stewart. McKinley comes back in for Mace. Pass is thrown away by West. Leesmeyer looks to go coast to coast for the Bears. She gets her layup to fall. It is now 56-58 for the Tritons. Cummings brings the ball up. Looks for somewhere to go. Gets it to Engbright. Engbright back to Cummings. DMACC's defense is really turning up here right now as they're only down 2. West gets it to Cross. Cross looking to drive in again. A little bit of a jump stop, but her jumper is short. The rebound will be by Mena. Mena brings it up the court for DMACC. Mena drives in. Nice move by her, and she gets her jumper to fall, ties the game up at 58.
Yeah, and just like that, we're tied again, and just a nice move there.
Cummings bringing the ball up right now for the Tritons. Gets it to Engbright. Engbright guarded really tightly. Gets it back to Cross. Cross is going to try to drive here. Her layup's really wild, but there will be a foul called on Hall after she grabs the rebound. It will be a shooting foul. That will be Courtney's first foul. Hall is a 73% free throw shooter. Her first one is off the back iron, no good. Second free throw is up, and that one is no good as well. Courtney with the rebound, gets it to Mena. Mena over to Gatton. Gatton gets it into Courtney, almost gets it. It is stolen away by Engbright. Engbright to Stewart. Stewart looking to bring it up. Stewart going coast to coast with the layup. Her layup is no good. Rebounded by Hull. Hull doesn't get her layup to fall, and his rebounded by Courtney again. Courtney to Mena. Mena brings it up the court. Mena looks unhappy, but she loses it as Stewart brings it up the court now for the Tritons. Gets it to Cummings. Cummings drives in. Kicks it to Stewart. Stewart looking for the turnaround, but finds West for a wide open backdoor layup. Mena to Gatton. Gatton looks to drive in. They're going to get a foul called here. That will be on Courtney Engbrick. That is her third personal foul. Brewster with the ball, gets it to Gatton. Gatton to Brewster. Brewster with this jump shot. It is just off. Stewart with the rebound, bringing it up the court. Kicked it to Collins, but Collins' foot lands out of bounds. It will be a turnover.
Yeah, that's a big turnover. Yeah, Tritons had the numbers, but just couldn't finish the play. They just happened to step out of bounds on that last play.
McKinley to inbound the ball for the Bears. Mena brings it up. Evans with the ball. Kicks it to McKinley. McKinley to Brewster. Brewster to Mena. Mena to Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer to Evans. Evans to Brewster. Brewster to Mena. Mena with the three. It will go out of bounds. Hall checks in for Collins for the Tritons. Stewart bringing it up the court for the Tritons. DMACC back in their full court press again. Gets it to Cummings. Cummings back to Stewart. The ball will be knocked out of bounds off of DMACC. It will remain with the Tritons. Scott checks in for Mena. Iowa Central is up 60-58 right now with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. West inbounding the ball. Gets it to Hall. Hall's layup will fall. It is 62-58 now for the Tritons. Gatton is at the scorer's table, set to check in again. Leesmeyer gets it. Looks to drive in. Her jumper is up and no good. Hall with the rebound. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart brings the ball up, kicks it to Cummings. Cummings back to Stewart. Stewart back to Cummings. Cummings to Cross. Cross looks to drive in. Her Euro step layup will fall. 64-58. We got a timeout by DMACC, a full timeout here. with 1:40 left in the game. Iowa Central's up 64-58. Clay, what have you seen for the Tritons here in this last minute or so to really help them extend their lead?
Yeah, just been playing a really good transition offense. You know, they've been rebounding the ball, getting out in transition, and getting easy buckets. And if you're DMACC here, 1:40 left, you don't need technically a three. You just need to keep playing basketball. Try to even get it inside to the basket for an easy two. Just keep playing offense and defense.
Move the ball around. Maybe if you get that wide open three, take the shot. But you don't really absolutely need a three again with 1:40 left. Just keep playing team basketball. Move the ball around and just get the best shot you can. Right now for the Tritons, Cross leads the way with 22 points, and Isabel West has also added 17. And then leading the way for the DMACC right now is McKinley with 14, and Gatton also has 12. On the court for the Tritons right now is Hull, West, Stewart, Cross, and Engbright. Out there for the Bears is Mace, Scott, Evans, Gatton, and McKinley. Scott brings the ball up. Stewart with a tough, tight defense on her. Gets it to Evans. Evans over to Gatton. Gatton to McKinley. McKinley looks to drive in. Her layup is up, but she is fouled. Cross picks up her second foul. And McKinley will go to the line.
Second team foul. And McKinney shooting two.
Couple big free throws right here for the Bears. First one falls, 64-59. McKinley's second free throw is on the way, and it rims in and out. Hull with the rebound. Gets it to Stewart.
Yeah, that's a big missed free throw there for DMACC.
You really need to convert on those gimmies right there. As Hull gets it in, she misses her shot. Gatton with the rebound, bringing the ball up right now. Gatton kicks it to McKinley. McKinley with the deep three. It is no good.
Yeah, I did not like that shot there. You know, just kind of rushed it. They didn't really need a three there. They could have just gotten to the basket there.
Stewart with the ball. Gets it to Cross. Nice pass by Stewart. Cross's layup is no good. The ball will go out of bounds off of Gatton. It will be Triton basketball. West inbound the ball. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart looks to drive in. Kicks it back out to Hull. Hull gets it to Engbright. Engbright to Stewart. Iowa Central really looking for him to foul here, wasting some of that clock. 32 seconds left. Stewart with the layup. Kicks it to West. West is fouled. West is a 63% free throw shooter. Her first one is up, and it falls in. We're going to get a 30-second timeout here right now by the Tritons. Tritons are up 65-59 with 29 seconds left. Isabel West just made the free throw. Brings her total to 18 points, and Cross leads the way with 22 for the Tritons. Clay, what do you need to see out of the Tritons for the last 29 seconds to bring this win home?
Just play good defense, but do not foul. You don't need to foul. Just play good, straight-up defense. Don't need to foul. Just keep the game, keep the clock going as long as you can. And if you're DMACC, I don't know if technically you really need if you need like a fast two, or if the clock's starting to wind down a little bit more, you need to take that three.
Coming out of this timeout, we have Stewart, Hull, Cross, West, and Engbright on the floor. And for DMACC, you have Mace, Gatton, McKinley, Leesmeyer, and Scott. West's second free throw on the way. It is up, and it falls. 66-59. 30-second timeout here for DMACC. You expect DMACC to draw something up here so they can maybe get a quick shot and foul right away. It's kind of the only thing they have to hope on here to bring this thing home is if they can get a quick shot and foul.
Yep. And the most important thing for them is to get the right person on the free throw line. You don't need to foul on the. You don't need to leave. You need to double probably the best free throw shooter and probably leave the least likely the shooter that you want on the line. They're wide open. Maybe you can get the foul on her, so that way she can go to the line and try to make her miss.
After this, the Tritons head to Mason City to take on NIACC, but they will not be home again until February 1st, where they take on Iowa Lakes Community College. Coming out of the timeout on the court for the Tritons is Stewart, Engbright, Hall, Cross, and West. On the floor for DMACC is Gatton, McKinley, Leesmeyer. Leesmeyer gets it to McKinley. McKinley's layup is up and fall is in and out, Stewart looking to bring it up. DMACC is going to – I don't think DMACC's going to end up fouling here with just 14 seconds left. They're just looking to play defense, maybe force a Triton turnover here, but – and then they do end up fouling with 6 seconds left. McKinley picks up her first foul. Stewart at the free throw line looks to extend her points to double digits here as she is at 9. Stewart coming in as a 68% free throw shooter. Her first one is up, and it falls, brings her total to 10 points on the day.
Yeah, when you're up by 8 with about 6 seconds left, I think you can chalk this one up for the Tritons.
Stewart's second free throw is up, and it does not fall.
Timeout, DMACC. 30-second timeout, Bears.
DMACC calls another 30-second timeout with about 5.2 seconds left. Tritons are up 8. I think it's safe to say that this one is going to be in the W column for the Tritons. Will extend their record to 12-7 and 4-2 in conference. DMACC will fall to 8-10 and 2-4 in conference. DMACC potentially just looking for a last-second shot here to kind of trim into the lead a little bit. Leesmeyer inbounds it. It will be deflected off of West, back out of bounds. Leesmeyer set to inbound the ball. Leesmeyer gets it to Mace. Mace into McKinley. McKinley with the last-second layup, and it will fall. It is 67-61, the final for the game. Iowa Central picks up the W. Clay, what are some good things you saw from the Tritons today?
Oh, they kind of had a little bit of a rough start in the first half, especially in the first quarter with that trap. But I think they were able to break that trap, and they were able to go into the locker room and figure it out, and then playing really well offensively, more team stuff on defensively as well. So just an overall great day for everybody on the Tritons team.
That will do it for us here in the first half of this doubleheader. The Iowa Central Women's pick up the win 67-61. We hope to see you back here for the boys game as the Tritons will take on the number 3 DMACC Bears. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and hope to see you in a little bit again for the Iowa Central and DMACC basketball game.
Welcome into Hodges Fieldhouse here in Fort Dodge for our second game between the Iowa Central men's basketball taking on the DMACC men's basketball team. The Tritons are coming in 7-10 with a 2-2 record in conference play as they get ready to take on the number 3 ranked DMACC Bears out of Boone. They are 16-2 overall with a perfect 4-0 conference record. As we are getting ready to do the starting lineups. And the starting lineup for the Bears, it'll be number 2, Willie Guy, number 3, Zach Lester, and number 5, Barlow Alaruzo, number 10, Demarion Barif Smith, and number 50, Ryan Schmidt. And then for the Tritons, we have number 2, Aris Abdel Nasser. And then number 14, we got Jeremiah Hurst. At number 22, Andrew Gibb. At number 30, Javante Keck. And number 40, Marquise Henry. It's going to be a really challenging matchup tonight for the Tritons as they're going up against the number 3 ranked team in the country. DMACC Perf has only lost 2 games on the year. Tritons have been had their ups and downs. You know, started out the season a little rough, but then ever since then, kind of been getting on a little bit of a roll, been playing really good basketball. So it's kind of an interesting test here for the Tritons today.
Ever since like right before break and right after break, the Tritons have been playing really good. I expect Gibb to have a good game. We're going to start getting Gibb going.
Yeah.
Gibb's a hometown kid here, you know, playing with the hometown crowd and averaging 17 points coming in. So expect Gibb to get going right away. But you gotta stop the really balanced scoring attack by DMACC here, where they average probably pretty close to best in conference at 92 points a game. So, you know, their leading scorer I think averages almost 15, but everybody else, you know, you got a 13. They got that average 13, 12, 11, 10. So they got a really balanced scoring attack here for DMACC.
Yeah, and then the thing about Andrew Gibb, he's a hometown kid. One of the top players in the state of Iowa last year, was a semifinalist for the Gatorade Player of the Year, but ended up not winning it, but he's able to stick with his hometown school and came here to the Tritons to help with the great class of recruiting. So a very young team the Tritons are, but Gibb has got to be the best player. As DMACC has controlled the opening tip. DMACC just moving the ball around. Guy with the ball. Gives it down low to Schmidt, and that's just too easy. Here comes Abdul Nasar. Trying to run the offense here. Gives it out to Hurst. Out to Keck. Out to Marquise Henry. Then to Hurst. Hurst going to fire from 3. Just can't get it to go. Rebounded by DMACC. Here's Guy now with the ball. Gives it out to Alarusso, and he nails it. Early 5-0 lead now for DMACC. Marquise Henry, a little jump shot, and that is no good. Not falling there. And another rebounded by DMACC.
It's a really good test on defense for DMACC right there.
And DMACC again. Number 10, Barif Smith. Just a big-time play there. 7-0 early. Bill Nasar gives it out to Keck. Keck trying to move the ball around. He gives it out to Henry. Just a lot of movement inside. Hurst thought about the 3, but he's going to end up getting called for a travel.
You know, I thought he should have shot that. He was open enough to shoot it. Instead, he decided to put it on the floor, and he got called for the travel. Really need to get Keck down low. Keck's trying to play outside, but Keck's your tallest kid out there. You know, get him down low.
Yeah, Keck's their tallest guy on the floor right now, but they like to move him around to the 3-point line and inside. DMACC moving the ball around, trying to get it inside, and that's going to go off the foot of Alarusso, and it'll go to Iowa Central. Here comes Abdul Nasar. Gives out to Hurst. Marquise Henry with the ball. Keck, then back out to Gibb. Tritons just moving the ball around the court, trying to move it inside, and they cause a turnover. And they'll go back to DMACC.
DMACC looks really, really long and really physical out there right now. Really not helping the Tritons right now. Looking at a source right now for them.
Yeah, the DMACC just running their offense and just doing what they do best. And then just trying to move the ball around now. Guy now with the ball. Gives it out to Alarusso. Back out to Bree Smith. Bree Smith's going to get called for a travel, and the Tritons will get the ball back. Marquise Henry will inbound it to Abdul Nasar. Tritons trying to communicate what they are running. And then they gave it inside to Hurst. Hurst goes all the way to the basket, and he scores. What a play.
DMACC looking to run fast right there. Pass all the way down the court.
DMACC moving the ball around, trying to get it down low, and they give it down low to Schmidt, and Schmidt just bulldozes his way in for an easy two.
Schmidt's really tall and long, so don't be surprised. I mean, Keck doesn't seem to have as much height on him, so maybe they'll try to get into Schmidt.
Abdul Nasar, he's trying to fire a three, but he gets nothing but air. And here comes DMACC once again. Guy trying to move the ball around. Gives out to Alarusso. Alarusso trying to go inside, and he gets it and one. Iowa Central really starting to get behind here early in this basketball game. You know, DMACC is a very athletic team. They are one of the best in the country, not just in the state, but they're not the best in the conference. They're one of the best teams in the nation. So it's just a really good team, and Iowa Central just needs to step it up a little bit, and they can get right back in this game. Here's Keck. Keck trying to move it around. He gives it out to Hurst. Hurst shot three-pointer is no good, and it will go back to DMACC. Lester in the corner for three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Tritons. Abdul Nasar is going to be called for a travel, and it's really questionable, I think, in my opinion. Kind of slipped and fell there, but I guess the refs didn't see it that way, and Coach Chad Hell is going to take a timeout.
You know, with this being Chad's first season as the head coach, you know, the Tritons have been looking a lot better than the way they started. You know, they're a really young team. Only got two sophomores on the team. One of them starts, but you know, a lot of talent. A lot of talent, as you can see, as the freshmen still trying to get acclimated to the game. You know, it's a big transition from college to even junior college. I mean, high school to college, junior college, excuse me. But, you know, the Tritons really need to get something going as they're down 12 to 2 right now. You know, they're only one of probably, I would assume, 7, 8 from the field right now.
Yeah.
So their shooting could really improve.
DMACC now with the ball, looking to score again. They get it down low to Schmidt. That's a big mismatch. Schmidt, though, they're going to double team him, and they're able to cause the turnover.
Really good defense by Keck, standing his ground there.
Yeah, and then also able to come over with a double team. Here's Gibb. Gibb with a tough shot, and he almost went in, but just couldn't go down.
Gibb's got an array of moves down low. Gibbs really good on the drive.
Yes. Yeah, when he gets to the rim, he is it's just like unmatchable. You can't really stop him from getting to the rim. He can beat you getting to the rim at any time. And there he gets the rebound.
It's a couple really good possessions by Iowa Central on the defensive end.
Hurst lost the handle on it, and he's going to be called for a travel, or it's out of bounds. It will either way belongs to DMACC. DMACC moving the ball around. Gets a screen from Schmidt. Alarusso comes back out to the key. Lester going to fire from the corner. That's no good. Schmidt, though, able to pop it back out into the key. But DMACC still can't convert, and it will belong to the Tritons. Andrew Gibb trying to get to the rim, and he is going to be denied. And it'll go out of bounds off of Gibb.
You know, and that's something with the coach, with Schmidt being so long, you still want Gibb to take that shot because that's what he's best at, is driving and getting to the rim. He's got really good moves down low.
DMACC trying to get a little momentum going back on offense. They haven't scored in a long time, and as Marquise Henry's going to get called for a foul.
You know, Triton's playing really good defense right now. You know, DMACC jumped out big to the really quick 10-point lead, but, you know, Triton's holding down their own on their defense. DMACC not really getting anything to go.
Yeah, hard-fought game so far, even though the score doesn't say it. Lester, though, DMACC gives it down to Schmidt. Schmidt can't get it to go. And, again, another rebound there for the Tritons. Playing really good defensively. Let's see if they can get it going here on offense. Hirsch trying to get inside. Gets it out to Abdul Nassar. And Abdul Nassar for 3, and that's a big one. DMACC trying to find their way back on offense. Trying to look it down low, but just can't get it there. Abdul Nassar almost had it stolen, and he gets the steal. Abdul Nassar trying to get to the rim, and he is going to be fouled. What a play there.
Really good defensive right there by Abdul Nassar. I mean, almost got to steal and then came back and still kept his feet square. Really good positioning on the defense there and able to get the steal again, trying to take it coast to coast.
Abdul Nassar will go to the line. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is in and out. DMACC will make some substitutions, try to get some fresh bodies in there. Abdul Nassar goes 0 for 2 from the field, from the strip, and DMACC now with the ball, trying to get some momentum, trying to get a little momentum back on offense. Have been struggling these last couple of minutes. Guy tried to feed it down low, and again it's another turnover. Tritons now looking to set up the offense. Gives it out to Gibb, back out to Marquise Henry. Gibb gonna fire for 3. That's no good. Javante Keck fighting for it, but just couldn't get his hands on it. DMACC just moving the ball around. And that ball is going to be thrown over the head of number 12, Hartford. And Iowa Central will get the ball back. Arthur Weston Jr. with the ball. He's going to fire for 3, and that is no good. Rebounded there by DMACC. Guy now with the ball, gives it back out to Smith, and he's going to be Marquise Henry will get called for the foul.
It's kind of one of those fouls where you're in good defensive position, but the guy on DMACC kind of lost handle of the ball, and Marquise Henry just got called for a reach in there. On we're just playing really good defense, so
yeah,
there's not much you can really do with that foul.
DMACC will inbound it. He gives it out to Guy. Guy trying to figure out something, getting down low. Almost a travel there, but didn't call it. And then offensive rebound by DMACC. DMACC puts it back up, and now they finally call the travel. So DMACC will turn it over once again. A lot of turnovers just in this past few minutes for DMACC. As Weston will take it up the court for the Tritons. Tritons just moving the ball around at the top of the key. Jeremiah Hurst now with the ball. Hurst trying to get it inside, and he is no good. Here comes DMACC on a transition. Oh, and it's blocked. Gervonta Keck. But the DMACC able to get it back. DMACC got a fire for three, no good. And another offensive board, and again, it's no good. And we got an over-the-back foul called on DMACC. A lot of sloppy play just by DMACC there.
Especially Triton's doing a really good on the defensive end, stopping DMACC in transition.
Here's Gibb now. Gives out to Keck. Keck gonna fire it from three, and that's no good. Both teams a little cold now on the offensive side. Both teams just playing really well, really good defense. Willie Guy is gonna be fouled, and he will go to the line for two. They'll go on Arthur Weston Jr. Both free throws are good by Willie Guy. DMACC up 14-5 with 11-12 remaining here in the first half. Tritons now moving the ball around. And then that pass is going to be stolen by DMACC. And here comes the Here come the Bears. DMACC passing the ball around, and a wide open three for DMACC, and that is good by number 12 Hartford, Mike Hartford. Here's Jeremiah Hurst. Hurst gets inside, but he's going to be blocked. DMACC starting to find their rhythm back here, starting to get their rhythm back here a little bit. DMACC just moving the ball around. Willie Guy, the shot is up, no good, and Gibb able to corral the rebound. Arthur Weston Jr. passed out to Keck. Keck full fire for three, and again, no good. The Tritons ice cold right now. And Malik Autry wide open down low, and he just lays it in for two. 19-5, 9:38 remaining here in the first half. So far, both teams offensively were cold for a while, especially now the Tritons, but DMACC starting to find their rhythm back. Here's Weston. He tries to fire a three, and it's no good again. Just really struggling is the Iowa Central Tritons. DMACC run the ball. Malik Autry gets inside. And again, now it's 21-5, and Iowa Central will take a timeout. Just the offense of Iowa Central has been really struggling here lately for the Tritons. What do you think they got to do here to get back on rhythm?
A little bit more ball movement. You're seeing a lot of just one pass shoot for the Tritons right now. I think what you really need to do is get the ball going, try to get something down low, because coming in, the Tritons aren't the best three-point shooting team coming into the game. Yeah. But and also on the defense end, you got to stop DMACC in transition, because they're averaging 92 points a game, and I think that starts with stopping them in transition, not letting them get out and run and control the flow of the game. Because if you play DMACC's game, then DMACC is going to win here. Yeah. But Tritons got to buckle down on defense, play their kind of game, and really control the pace.
Iowa Central looking to get something going here now on offense. Javante Keck with the ball. Passes it out to an Iowa Central player, and he is almost fouled, but DMACC gonna get a turnover. That was number 4, Zach Folks, that shot the 3 ball. It almost looked like he was fouled on that play, but no call. But DMACC turns it over with a travel, so Iowa Central will get the ball back. Here's Gibb now with the ball. Out to Abdul Nasar. Here's Keck. Keck trying to move it inside, but here's Zach Folks. Folks shot no good. Nothing going right now for the Iowa Central offense. Malik Autry, and he just gets to the rim again. Here's Folks. Folks with the ball, trying to get it inside, and he gets it. Now, if you're Iowa Central, that's what you need right now. You know, you're not making a lot of shots on the outside. I think it's best if you just try to move the ball into the inside.
Get some ball movement, move it around.
And DMACC shot is no good. Here comes the Tritons once again. Folks, he's going to fire from 3, and he's got it. Wow, what a shot.
3rd time's the charm. That's Folks' 3rd 3 he's taken in probably the last how many possessions, so gets one to go down.
Here's Malik Autry. He will get nothing but air on that shot. Here come the Tritons. Here's Gibb. Gives it out to number 32. Back out to Folks. Folks trying to make it trying to make it 3 in a row, but just can't get it to fall. DMACC just moving the ball around, trying to get it on the key. DMACC shot up, no good by Hartford.
Yeah, really good defense.
Folks tried to save it, but he just couldn't save it and runs into the back of the wall back there. Here comes Hartford. Hartford trying to lay it up there, and we will have an over-the-back foul on Schmidt. That's the second over-the-back call for DMACC already in this game, as DeMonte Gall is going to check in for the Tritons. Abdul Nasar. His 3-pointer is no good. That pass is stolen away by Dang. What a shot. Dang, what a steal there. Here comes Abdul Nasar. Nasar is going to get the ball stolen away from him.
Nasar came really wild down the court. Just kind of had to back out, collect himself, and then go.
That shot is good. Willie Guy. Here's the Tritons now. That pass is a sloppy pass, and it's going to be stolen away by Lester, and he finds a wide open Willie Guy, and he just lays it in. 27-10, 5:39 remaining here in the first half. Iowa Central been really struggling on the offensive side, and now DMACC starting to find the rhythm offensively. As Folks tried to get it inside, but he's going to get fouled hard on that play, and the Iowa Central will inbound it underneath the basket. Gaw got the ball. He gives it out to Folks. Folks with a deep three, and he knocks it down. Zach Falks has had the hot hand for the Tritons. He's got about 9 of the points for the Tritons today. Excuse me, 7. Lester from the corner, and that is good. DMACC just playing their game and controlling the Iowa Central Tritons right now. Jeremiah Hurst trying to move himself around underneath the basket, and his shot is no good. And here comes DMACC to Schmidt, and Schmidt just lays it in with ease. Arthur Weston Jr. with the ball. Gives it out to Gibb. Out to Gaw. Gaw to Hurst. Over to Folks. Out to Gibb, and Gibb tried to get it inside. It was a nice move, but just didn't have enough touch on it. And it's very rare that he misses those gunnies.
Yeah, Gibb comes in shooting 55% from the field, down low, so really rare that he misses those.
Here's Lester again for DMACC. 34-13, 3:33 left in the first half. Here's DeMonte Gaw. Gaw, what a move! Wow. Here's DMACC now with the ball, just moving them around. Finds Lester. Lester for 3. And again, DMACC just controlling this game. DeMonte Gaw gives it out to Zach Folks. Folks for 3. It is no good. DMACC turns it over.
Real good defense by Weston Jr. there to stand his ground as DMACC tried driving on him there.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of missed an opportunity there. They could have gotten out in transition a little earlier, but Jeremiah Hurst decided to hold the ball, so they could have had an easy transition exchange there. Weston Jr. will inbound it now for the Tritons. He'll get it into Folks. Folks out to Gibb. Out to Weston Jr. Back out to Folks. Hurst for 3. That is no good. And here comes DMACC. Zach Lester trying to go inside. Schmidt with the ball, trying to get his own rebound, but is no good. And it will belong to the Tritons. Here comes Jeremiah Hurst. Oh! Jeremiah Hurst trying to go up there with some anger and trying to flush it, but it's no good, and he's going to get fouled, though.
You could really see that Hurst was kind of upset on the way that his first half's going for him. Almost threw on a monster dunk right there.
DMACC now with the ball. Just moving it around a little bit. Gives it out to Aloe Russo. Aloe Russo for 3. It is no good. To get their own board, it gets it into Schmidt. Schmidt double teamed, and he's going to get fouled. DMACC just moving the ball around. Moving the ball around. That pass is going to get stolen by Devontae Gaw. Gaw trying to get inside. Nice pass out to Abdul Nasser for 3. No good. And DMACC gets the ball back with a minute to go. Zach Lester is going to get fouled on that play.
Looked like a clean steal from up here. But Folks will get called for the foul.
Zach Lester at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Oh, actually, excuse me, 1-and-1. And the ball, and that is no good. Tritons will take over. Minute to go here. Abdul Nasar gives it over to Gibb. Gibb trying to go inside, but he's going to get fouled on that play. Foul will go on Mark Bradshaw for DMACC. And DMACC is going to make a few substitutions here. Try to get some of their starters a little rest here before the end of the half. Iowa Central inbounded to Chang. Chang out to Abdul Nasar. Out to Folks. Folks back out to Chang. Chang out. Back out to Gibb. Abdul Nasar out to DeMonte Gaw. Gaw for 3. No good. 30 seconds remaining here in the half. And DMACC maybe looking to take maybe the final shot here. Or maybe try to get a quick basket here. Five seconds. Here's Malik Autry, and that basket is good right before the half. Folks just going to launch it from full court, and it's no good. And that will conclude the first half. Your score, the DMACC Bears 39, the Iowa Central Tritons 17. And just a real rough half for the Tritons. It started really good. It didn't start too good, but then kind of got a little better defensively. But then just after that, DMACC found their rhythm and able to get back to where they were, and then that's why they have this big 22-point lead. And Iowa Central's been struggling offensively, and they need to figure out ways to get more baskets here in the second half.
Yeah, you saw Iowa Central struggle all half, but you know when DMACC got out to a good 9-0 lead, they kind of came in, collected their defense, and it was 12-5 for a good 5 minutes of this half. So
Yep.
Iowa Central kind of struggled there again at the end of the quarter on defense, but Iowa Central really has to look to go inside, I think, at least. Looks like they're doing too much of one pass, shoot. I think if they pass the ball around, get more open shots down low, it'll open up their three-point shot. So maybe look for them to try to drive more in the second half.
Yep, and then we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network for the second half of this men's basketball game. Stay Welcome back here to Hodges Fieldhouse here on the Triton Nation Network. We're just about to get ready for the second half. Once again, the DMACC Bears lead the Iowa Central Tritons 39-17 as we're about to get back underway here for the final 20 minutes of regulation. And the Tritons will start back with the ball. Abdul Nasar gives out to Hurst, back out to Keck, out to Henry. Tritons just moving the ball around the top of the key, trying to get inside. And Gibb picks up the ball after it was lost by Abdul Nasser, and shot is no good, and it goes out of bounds off of DMACC.
Gibbs really struggling from the field. You know, all three of his shots he's taken has just hit the rim and just kind of rolled off. You know, you're thinking they're going to fall. He's a very good finisher from down low.
Abdul Nasar, he's going to try a jump shot, and it falls for him. Trims the lead to 20. Russo for the DMACC. Gives it out to Smith, and then tried to get down low to Schmidt. Schmidt tried to save it, but it just went out of bounds. Here come the Tritons. Abdul Nasar gives it out to Keck. Marquise Henry loses the ball, and it will go out of bounds. And DMACC will get the ball back, and they will take it up the court as Guy. Smith going to get called for a push-off, and it will go to the Tritons. Iowa Central will once again get the ball back. Abdul Nasar tried to go inside, passes it out to Marquise Henry. Marquise Henry takes a dribble, tries to shoot it, but it goes off of the top of the basket of the glass, and it will go to DMACC. Guy now with the ball for DMACC. Gives out to Schmidt at the top of the key. Out to Lester. Lester trying to move it inside. Back out to the wing. And then back out to Lester. Lester with a nice little handle. Tries the jump shot, and he got it. What a play there.
It's a really nice move by Lester. Going behind the back, pulling up for the two-point jumper.
Abdul Nasar out to Hurst. Hurst was kind of wide open. Thought about it for a second. But Marquise Henry will try for three, and that is no good, and rebounded by DMACC.
That's someone you need to get going from three is Henry.
Then on the other end, Keck with the steal goes back to Tritons. Abdul Nasar, he'll pull up for two, and he got it. 41-21 are early here in the second half. DMACC with the ball, almost had it stolen away, and finally gets stolen away by Gibb. Here come the Tritons. Abdul Nasar all the way to the rim, and that is good for two. Guy with the ball gives it down to Schmidt. Schmidt can't get it to go, and good job there by Keck, able to wrestle it away from him.
I think they're going to get a foul called here on Schmidt. And get a shove call on him. Iowa Central's coming out shooting a lot better than they did at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, hopefully they can keep playing like this, and maybe if they keep playing like this, they can maybe find themselves back into this game somehow. Here's Abdul Nasar. He's going to fire for three. He's had the hot hand early, but just couldn't get that one to fall. Here comes DMACC now. DMACC just kind of moving the ball around a little bit. And they finally, and that will go out of bounds off of DMACC. DMACC will turn it over, and it'll go to the Tritons.
A lot of sloppy play out of DMACC right now. You can start the second half.
Yeah, there was a stretch back in the a part in the first half where they were playing a little sloppy, and they looks like they're back to where they were in a little bit in that first half. And Tritons will turn over as a player stepped out of bounds, and it will go to DMACC.
Really good shot fake by Keck there. He faked the three, dribbled to the baseline, and tried kicking it for the three, but the player was just out of bounds.
DMACC just moved the ball down low to Schmidt, and they gave it to their workhorse for 2. Here's Jeremiah Hurst. He's wide open, but didn't shake the 3. And trying Abdul Nasser trying to make something happen, but it gets knocked out of bounds by DMACC. It'll remain Triton basketball. Here's Gibb now with the ball. And Marquise Henry is gonna get that ball stripped from him, but not before there's gonna be a foul called on him.
You know, Henry's somebody that doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
Here's Marquise Henry. Out to Keck. Out to Abdul Nasar. Back out to Henry. Henry fires a deep 3, but can't get it to go off the front iron. Here comes DMACC, and just a nice, beautiful move by Barif Smith. And here come the Tritons trying to answer back quickly, but that ball is going to go off of... It's going to go off of Hurst, and it will go to DMACC. DMACC trying to move the ball around, and they give it down low to Schmidt, but Iowa Central's gonna get called for a foul, and DMACC will take the ball out underneath the basket. They inbound it into Schmidt, back out the Guy. Guy will fire for 3, and that just looked easy. Abdul Nasar out to Marquise Henry. Marquise Henry with a dribble step up, and it is no good. Here comes DMACC again. Here's Barizo Smith, and he just powers his way in once again for DMACC. 50-23, DMACC up on top with 14:26 left in the second half. Jeremiah Hurst finally throws up a 3-ball, but it's no good. Rebounded by DMACC. Hurst tried to get the steal, and he does get the ball to come off of Malik Autry. So Iowa Central gets the ball back right away.
Iowa Central struggling in transition defense here. As the last couple possessions, DMACC has gotten buckets right at the rim, right off of the transition buckets.
Here comes Folks now with the ball. Out to Keck. Keck over to Abdul Nasar. Back out to Folks. Out to Hurst. Trying just moving that ball around. And then finally Keck will fire for 3. He had a good look there, just couldn't get it to full go. Here now DMACC back with the basketball. Malik Autry for 3. No good off the front iron, but here comes Gibb with a full steam ahead, and he just loses the handle of the ball.
Gibb went really fast there, kind of out of control there. Look for Folk to get his shot off here. I mean, when he was played a little bit of sparing minutes there in the first half, and we just got his shot off whenever he wanted. He was chucking up some threes, and they were going in. So
Here's Folks now with the ball. Nice little move there and tried to stick it, but just couldn't get it to go. Here's Lester now with the ball out to Malik Autry. Autry gets the ball, no good. Here comes Weston Jr. now. Gives out to Folks. Out to Chang. Out to Weston Jr. Back out to Gibb. Gibb trying to go inside. Makes a nice pass to Chang. And the 3 ball is no good. But what a pass. But just couldn't get that basket to go down. DMACC gets the ball down low, and that ball just rimmed out. And now Iowa Central looking to capitalize. They're down 27 here in the mid second half. Just can't get nothing going offensively. Malik Autry gets out to Lester. Lester from the corner. No good. Malik Autry, though, gets the board for DMACC. Gives it back out to Hartford. And it goes back out to Guy. Guy looking to set up the offense here. And Guy goes off the screen, shoots it, but it's no good. Here comes Weston Jr. out to Gibb. Gibb trying to get inside with the reverse, and he got it to go. What a play there.
It's a big bucket for Gibb. He's the leading scorer for the Tritons, went scoreless in the first half.
And then on the other hand, DMACC with an answer. 52-25, 11:37 remaining. Here comes Iowa Central. Gibb trying to go inside again, and he gets it to go again. Gibb with back-to-back buckets.
Gibb needs to get going if the Tritons want to make somewhat of a comeback.
Here's Hartford out to Malik Autry. Here's Lester. Lester with a wide open lane for 2.
Nobody really came up with the help defense right there on that possession for DMACC, which led to the easy layup for the Bears.
Here's Weston Jr. out to Keck, out to Chang. Here comes Folks. Folks tried to make a move there, but here he gets out to Keck. Keep going inside and back outside. Goes nowhere. But there's Folks, and that looked like a very tough shot. Very tough 3 for him. And a timeout has been called. Timeout called by Iowa Central. 54-30, 10:38, 10:36 left here in the second half. What do you think Iowa Central should do here offensively to try and get back in this game?
They got to go down low.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think that'll open up their it'll open up their 3-point shots. But Gibb with his array of moves down low, you really need to get him going. He went scoreless in the first half. He's got 4 real early points here. I also think if they go down low, it's going to draw in the defense. They're going to lay off on the 3-point line because Iowa Central really is struggling from the 3. So going down low will probably answer most of their problems here, I think, offensively at least. But they just need to get back in transition defense also too, which is leading to DMACC really easy buckets because they can't get back in transition.
About to get ready to come back from the timeout. And DMACC will start with the ball. Here comes DMACC. Mark Bradshaw with the ball. Gives it out to Bree Smith. And then Bree Smith going to get it down low to Schmidt. And Schmidt just beat Chang like really fast. And just nothing he can do about it on that one. Here's Folks. Gives it out to Weston Jr. Weston Jr. over to DeMonte Gaw. Gaw with a dribble, and he just sticks that one. Bradshaw now with the ball. Trying to get past Weston here. Gets a good drive a little bit, but that ball's going to go out of bounds. DMACC was moving the ball around, and Chang going to get called for the foul on Schmidt. Here's Schmidt now, gives it out to Mark Bradshaw. Out to Barry Smith. Out to Alarusso. Out to Lester. DMACC just kind of moving the ball around. Gives it out to Bree Smith. Bree Smith's going to fire for three, and that is good. Here's DeMonte Gall. He gives it out to Folks. Folks try to get it inside, but it is no good. And here comes Lester. Lester with the flying towards the basket, and a foul is going to be called for Chang. Tried to take the charge there, but just didn't quite get set. Lester will now go to the line. Zach Lester's second shot is good. He goes 2 for 2. Here comes Weston Jr. now. Gives it out to, and the shot is no good. Excuse me. Here comes Schmidt on the other end, and he just lays it in. He even got his fingers stuck in the net. Here comes Folks. Folks trying to make a move, and that was a pretty nice move there. Able to bounce it off the glass and in for 2. Here's Guy. Gives it out to Schmidt. And then here's Barry Smith. He had some nice foot movement there. Able to make a couple of moves and just shook him out of his shoes there. Foul committed on the Tritons. It'll be on Dang. That'll be his 3rd foul of the game. DMACC inbounds the ball to Lester, and then Schmidt just down low, wide open, and this game is starting to get a little ugly. It's 67-34 with 8 minutes remaining in the game. Here's Gaw. Gaw with a little jump shot, and he gets it to go. Here comes DMACC. Here's the Alarusso. Alarusso trying to go inside. He gets the ball stolen away from him by Gaw. Gaw out to Folks. Folks for 3. No good.
Not really the shot you wanted in transition there. Down big, just go to the hoop.
Here's Lester. Try to get it down a little to Schmidt, and it's going to be a foul called on Folks. And it'll be, and DMACC will take the ball from underneath the basket. Here's DMACC now, just moving the ball around. And Willie Guy, he's going to get called for a travel. Here's DeMonte Gall. He'll inbound to Abdul Nassar. And Abdul Nassar trying to make something happen. He goes over to Gall. Try to pass it behind him to Folks. That shot no good. Here comes DMACC. Here comes Baruso Smith. And that pass almost stolen away by Marquise Henry, but Marquise Henry not liking that call.
I don't think it was a very good call either. I think like Henry just stole the ball from him while he was trying to make his move going down low and got called for the foul. Looked to me like Bruce Smith was kind of going out of control also down to the hoop.
Here's Malik Autry. Gives it out to Bree Smith. Gives it out to Guy. Guy gets the screen from Schmidt and then back out to Malik Autry for three. And that is just too easy. And here comes Folks. Out to Gaw. Gaw trying to make something happen. He gives it out to Marquise Henry. Out to Gaw. And then out to Jeremiah Hurst. Hurst fires for three. It's kind of a dud on the back of the front iron. And a foul now on Iowa Central. And Schmidt will go to the line for a bonus 1-and-1. Free throw no good. Is out of bounds on DMACC. Iowa Central will take over. Here's Jeremiah Hurst. Gives it out to Abdul Nassar. Nassar shot no good. And here comes DMACC. DMACC gets it down low to Schmidt, and Schmidt scores again. It is 72-36, and with 5:32 left here in the game. And believe we have a foul on the play, and Iowa Central is going to take it out of bounds.
Iowa Central this half hasn't really had an answer for Schmidt down low. You know, he's getting whatever he wants in the paint.
Yeah, and size has been a big factor, has played a big factor in every single one of Iowa Central's games because they don't truly have a big man. They just their biggest guy on their roster is probably 6'7", 6'8", and I think that's Keck, their biggest guy. And it's been a real struggle for Tritons, and especially against teams with big guys.
Yeah, Keck's essentially a power forward sitting there playing the center position. So.
Yep.
But it has been a really good game from Folk. Folk had a little bit of a coming out party today.
Yeah, you know, he didn't really play that much before Christmas break. You know, we didn't really know him or see him at all during any of the games. But now, this is my second time probably seeing him play, and he played really well here tonight. He really answered the call against a really good basketball team here at DMACC. DMACC just moving the ball around, trying to get it inside, and they go inside. Hartford's shot, though, is going to be blocked. Here comes Marquise Henry. Out to DeMonte Gall. Then out to Out to Abdul Nasser, out to Hurst, back out to Folks, out to Gaw, Marquise Henry. Here comes Marquise Henry going inside, finds Hurst. Hurst had a wide open for a second, but Iowa Central just passing the ball around till Marquise Henry finally shoots it, and he makes it. Here's Willie Guy. Willie Guy's free throw is good. 73 to 40, 4:03 remaining. And the second one is also good. Now it's 74 to 40. 4 minutes left in the game. They give it. Iowa Central has the ball down low with Jeremiah Hurst. Hurst trying to make a nice move, but he's going to be fouled on the play. Jeremiah Hurst's first free throw is good. Her second free throw is also good. Willie Guy. Down low, the DMACC, Alarusso. Alarusso is going to turn the ball over, but he gets it back somehow. And now Willie Guy out to Malik Autry, and we now have a foul on the play. It'll go on Alarusso. It'll be a not off-ball foul. It'll go to the Tritons. Here's Folks now, over to Abdul Nassar, and he knocks the three down. 74 to 45, 3:12 left here in the game. Willie Guy now with the ball, gives out to Alarusso, out to Malik Autry. Autry tried to lay it in, but great defense though by Iowa Central. Abdul Nassar for three. That's no good. Rebounded by DMACC. Here comes Guy. Down low to Alarusso. Alarusso is going to get fouled though by Chang. Or no, they're going to get Marquise Henry. And that will be number 4 on him. Alarusso's first free throw is good. 75-45. Alarusso's second free throw is also good as well. 76-45. 76-45. 2:34 left to play. And Iowa Central still fighting, trying to see what they can do here in the final couple minutes. Also trying to get some guys in there that haven't played that much this season. Here's Folks. And he's going to get called for he's going to get Willie Guy for DMACC. He's going to get called for a shove on the play. Folks will go to the line. He'll have a 1-and-1. Folks' free throw is no good. And here comes DMACC. Willie Guy now with the ball. He loses the handle on it a little bit, and a foul will get called on Iowa Central. First free throw is good by Willie Guy. Guy's second free throw is good as well. And here comes Weston Jr. Weston Jr., he's going to just fire for three and throws it up, and he got it to go. Here's Guy for DMACC. Trying to make something happen here. Down low to Schmidt. And it is off of Iowa Central, and it will stay with DMACC. Inbound the ball for DMACC. Down low goes DMACC, and that is Bradley Day. He gets a free throw, and it is good. Weston Jr. for three. He's got back-to-back threes now in this game. It's 80-51, minute 13 left in this game. And I can say it was a good way to close out the game, I'd say, for Iowa Central. Able to hit a couple of back-to-back good three-pointers. And that just they can say, they gave it all they got. DMACC is a very good basketball team. They're ranked number 3 in the country, and they should be. They're a really great basketball team. Just Iowa Central just didn't have the pieces tonight to find a way to beat DMACC here tonight.
Yeah, Iowa Central played really good, a lot better than they did in the first half. This second half, they were able to hit shots consistently more. They looked a lot better in the second half than they did the first. Nothing to hold your heads down when you're playing the number 3 team in the country. So.
Yep. Yeah, both teams just trying to keep it on playing here, and with about 15 seconds left, it looks like to be a DMACC victory on the boys' side. As Weston gonna try to fire another three, and he has hit 3 in a row. A great way to end the night for him. With 5 seconds left, and the ball, they're just going to let the clock run out, and DMACC is going to take this game 80-54 here at Hodges Fieldhouse.
Iowa Central gave it all they had. They played really good in the second half, consistently knocked down the threes, were able to get inside in the paint. Looked a lot better than they did in the first half, but they just ran into an extremely good team in DMACC.
Yep. Yeah, DMACC is one of the best teams in the country, probably the best team in the conference, the best team they'll play all year. So it's just a way to think, hey, we can build off this, just we can stay together, we can maybe come back, just regroup, we can feel really good about this game, just think some things we can take away, and hopefully we can make this a learning experience, and maybe we go out and win a few more games the rest of the year. Yeah.
I agree. They've played really good basketball from just right before break and here on out. So, don't ever count out the Tritons in a game. But, today they just ran into a really, really good DMACC team.
Well, that's going to do it for us here on the Triton Nation Network. I've been Clay. He's been Casey. We're signing off from Triton Nation Network.